Yeah.
We are live now, as well as the recording has been started. Over to you, Rijita.
A very warm good evening to ladies and gentlemen, honorable dignitaries, fellow faculty members, and amicable student delegates. I, Ms. Rujita Bagre, Joint Secretary, RESK 21, extend a warm welcome to the entire fraternity of the Indian Association of Respiratory Care and all my fellow respiratory therapists to the very first virtual annual general body meeting of IARC in the history on the auspicious occasion of the 14th National Conference of IARC, in line with the social distancing norms due to the COVID-19 pandemic, that is RESCARE 21, on the theme Respiratory Therapists, Advocates of Patient Safety and Quality Care. This annual conference has left an impression on all our hearts, I must say, as it was our Silver Jubilee celebration of respiratory therapists in India. We are very delighted to let you know that even being on the virtual platform, we have received more than around 300 plus registrations from delegates, 350 plus, pardon me, registrations from delegates for the conference. Coming to the overview of the conference, I must say every single speaker gave in their amazing inputs, which has surely helped us to raise the bars very high for the conference. We had a 3-day curriculum, starting with day 1, the pre-conference workshop, followed by poster and clinical case presentations from the students. The day 2 and the day 3 were the scientific sessions. During our day 2 of the conference, we had the grand inaugural ceremony, as it was our Silver Jubilee event. And believe me, it was a stellar moment for all of us. No worries, if you have missed out on that event, you can go ahead and see it on our official Indian Association of Respiratory Care's YouTube channel. Though every session was in itself remarkable and was very informative, I would like to state a few standout sessions by Mr. Kishore Kumar and Mr. Prathamesh Desai on pulmonary rehabilitation, which were on the first day of the workshop. The session by Dr. Ramkumar Venkateshwaram and Mr. Sri Harsha on the second day were also very standout. Coming to the panel discussions, we can't forget lessons learned from the pandemic. Respiratory therapists are not an option, but a necessity. I think all the respiratory therapists across the country have a great take-home message from that panel discussion. We are indeed an important and integral part of the critical care setup, be it before or after the pandemic. The take-home message was that we play a very important part of the intensive care unit. The conference day 3, that is today, we had mesmerizing sessions by all our speakers, the star sessions being by Dr. Vijay Kumar and Ms. Sumi Verghese on point of care lung ultrasound and diffusion capacity of carbon monoxide. I would like to thank the entire organizing committee of the RESCARE 21 conference, who have been working round the clock, believe me, for the past 50 days to bring this conference to you. The success is all about their immense hard work, dedication, and endless effort, which has made this conference outstanding and has put us on par. I'm extremely happy to also let you know that we had almost 250 plus attendees during all the 3 days of the conference, which I must tell you is a big achievement considering this conference was held on a virtual platform. We will now begin with the presidential address. I would like to call upon our pride, Honorable Resident of the Indian Association of Respiratory Care, Dr. Jerry Paul. Sir currently heads the Respiratory Therapy Department and the Department of Anesthesiology at Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences, Kochi. Sir, may I please request you to address the audience?
Thank you. I'm honored to be addressing this meeting. At the outset, let me invite all the dignitaries, the invited dignitaries, who we intend to honor today for the work they've done for developing this specialty. Sirs and madam, I wish to extend our wholehearted thankfulness for having come to attend this meeting. Let me also open the invitation to all the delegates and students who've taken the time and come and attended this. This must have been a really good feast, an academic feast for all. After almost 2 years, we have not been able to conduct conferences because of the pandemic and issues. But during this time, although many people were suffering and out of work during the pandemic, one department worked tirelessly throughout, and that is the respiratory therapy. In India, this gave us an opportunity to increase the visibility at a national level. And the whole credit goes to every respiratory therapist and the people who stood on top. I don't want to name anyone in specific because they all worked tirelessly. And that has given a name to the department now. And this is a time when they developed the curriculum for the BSc course in India. And all those things were done during this time. So although many people felt a loss during this time, this is one department which has gained a lot. And let me just give the credit, the entire credit, to the young guns who've been doing the entire work tirelessly and selflessly, in fact. In our hospital itself, there was no need to pester or press anybody to work. You just have to call up the respiratory therapy department and say, okay, see, they need this help in this side. They need help there. There was no questions asked because they actually took it on their shoulder and understood the responsibility and took over the work. And I'm sure the same thing worked everywhere else. And that's the reason why we have this name now. So the whole credit goes to all those great teachers who encouraged them to come up to this level, and all those people who learned from them, who put it to work and made it a wonderful, wonderful period. With that, let me open this conference and thank you all for attending it. Over to the organizers.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I take great pride to say that the Indian Association of Respiratory Care, for the very first time in its history, is announcing the Honorary Award Fellow of the Indian Association of Respiratory Care, FIARC. This fellowship is conferred to the legends who have supported our profession since its inception and distinguished themselves in the fields of respiratory therapy, represent in the Indian Association of Respiratory Care, or have rendered conspicuous and exceptional services to the profession. This can include, but is not limited to, the office bearers of the IARC, long-serving former members of IARC, or other lay members of the society who have given conspicuous and exceptional services. First, we have Dr. Vijay Kumar, the founder president of this Professional Association of Respiratory Therapists India, ACRI. Sir is the second fellow from India to receive the prestigious International Fellowship Award from AARC in the year 1992. He has established an respiratory therapy certificate program in Hyderabad in 1995. He's also serving as the advisory board member of IARC till date.
Thank you, Rujita. I would like to Dr. Jerry Paul to confer the honorary fellowship to Dr. Vijay Kumar, sir. By
Sir,
reading
it is my
the certificate.
sir, it is my honor to confer on you, Sir Dr. Vijay Kumar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay.
It is not only a privilege, but also a pleasure and an honor to be receiving this scroll from the Indian Association of Respiratory Care. I never knew that the little seed that all of us have sown many years ago has now grown into a huge tree and has achieved the status of a really responsible and very active professional organization and spearheading the efforts of all the respiratory therapists in the country. So I'm extremely pleased to be here and to be receiving this fellowship. Thank you so much. Thanks,
sir. I'm supposed to read this. Can I read this now?
It's a pleasure.
Okay. Fellowship, the Executive Board of IARC, by virtue of power bestowed in its office, hereby certify that Dr. Vijay Kumar Ratnavelu has been conferred has been conferred as an honorary fellow of Indian Association of Respiratory Care, FIARC, in recognition of the outstanding contributions to the association and the respiratory therapy profession of India. Dated 14th November 2021.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Next, we have Dr. Ramkumar Venkateshwaran. Sir started a well-structured respiratory therapy program at the Manipal Academy of Higher Education in the year 1995. Sir, he is also one of the International Fellows of the American Association of Respiratory Care. He is serving at the Indian Association of Respiratory Care Advisory Board. May I request Dr. Jerry Paul, sir, to confer him the certificate.
Sir, I'm honored to confer the certificate on you. It's a fellowship. The Executive Board of IARC, by virtue of the power bestowed in its office, hereby certify that Dr. Ramkumar Venkateshwaran has been conferred as an honorary fellow of Indian Association of Respiratory Care, FIARC, in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the association and the respiratory therapy profession of India. Dated 14th November 2021. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Jerry Paul and the entire team of the Indian Association of Respiratory Care. When I received this late night call yesterday, I was just telling Jitin, it is all about, I think, being in the right place at the right time. It is, all of us have done our bit towards developing the program, the discipline and the profession of respiratory care in India. But I think it's always about accepting challenges in life. And I think this is one of the challenges that was given to me by my university. And I'm so glad that I accepted it, because now, as I said yesterday, there is no looking back, and this profession will only march forwards from this point onwards. Thank you very much for this great honor, and I accept it very humbly. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Next, we have Dr. Vijay Lakshmi Thanakeswaram. Ma'am has started a well-structured respiratory therapy program at SRMC Chennai in the year 1995, together with Dr. Parthasarthi. She is one of the international fellows of the American Association of Respiratory Care. She played a significant role in establishing a full AHS program in SMRMC and getting recognition for the RT professionals at the government level in Tamil Nadu. May I please request our President, sir, to honor ma'am with the award.
Madam, I'm honored to confer this fellowship on you. The Executive Board of IARC, by virtue of power bestowed in its office, hereby certify that Dr. Vijay Lakshmi Thanakeswaram has been conferred as an honorary fellow of Indian Association of Respiratory Care, FIARC, in recognition of the outstanding contribution to the association and the respiratory therapy profession of India, dated 14th November 2021. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you for the honor that I have received. It's really a great pleasure and I'm really happy about it. I think I should thank the entire team of the Executive Committee who had taken this task for the Silver Jubilee celebration. And that is what is, I feel, a dream come true. Thanks for this Silver Jubilee celebration day being, you're honoring us. I think it's really a wonderful one to think about on the 25th year of the Indian Association of Respiratory Care. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next, we have Dr. DJ Christopher. Sir has served as the president of IRCI from the year 2008 to 2010. He is the master brain who wrote the mission and the vision of IARC in the year 2017 and 18. He has established the diploma in the respiratory therapy program at CMC Vellore. Sir, Dr. Jerry Paul, sir, may I request you to kindly honor sir with the fellows.
Sir, I'm honored to confer this fellowship on you. The Executive Board of IARC, by virtue of the power bestowed in its office, hereby certify that Dr. DJ Christopher has been conferred as an honorary fellow of Indian Association of Respiratory Care, FIARC, in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the association and the respiratory therapy profession of India, dated 14th November 2021. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Jerry Paul and team. It seems like only 4 to 5 years ago when we had the first national conference of the IARC, but it is actually 15 years ago in the year 2006 when the society was first formed, and subsequently Dr. Vijay Kumar took the responsibility of registering it. And now it has grown to become such a vibrant and self-reliant organization. I am so proud to see the way you have developed. I have received several national and international fellowships, but coming from a society that has been nurtured from infancy, this is indeed very special. I thank each one of you for recognizing and conferring this upon me. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Next, we have Professor Vijay Deshpande, sir. Sir has represented India in the International Council for Respiratory Care as the governor for more than 15 years. He was an ambassador for the respiratory therapists of Indian origin and has played a significant role in establishing the respiratory therapy profession across our nation. He is also an advisory board member of the Indian Association of Respiratory Care. May I please request Dr. Jerry Paul, sir, to confer, sir, with the honor.
Sir, I am honored to confer on you this fellowship. The Executive Board of IARC, by virtue of the power bestowed in its office, hereby certify that Professor Vijay Deshpande has been conferred as an honorary fellow of Indian Association of Respiratory Care, FIARC, in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the association and the respiratory therapy profession of India, dated 14th November 2021. Thank you, sir.
Deshpande sir, may I request you to kindly unmute your mic?
Cross line, yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very well,
Perfect.
sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much. This means a lot to me. I happen to be fortunate to get some accolades from American Association for Respiratory Care, but I'm glad to get it from my home country. And I'm thankful that you gave this honor to a foreigner from a political standpoint. But this is amazing. I joined you halfway through when you guys are almost ready to take a jump. And it was fortunate that you all treated me very well. I was very happy to. As a teacher, I like to talk. So gave me a lot of talks all over the country, and that helped me a lot. And your association, the foundation was built by the earlier presidents, and all the way through the interest and enthusiasm seen in the students all over the country was amazing. And this is Jitin was one of the instrument to collect these together and get the profession to where we are at this time. And I thank you all again for this fellowship, and I will cherish that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Next, we have Dr. Suresh G. Nair for the legendary leadership capabilities exhibited as the president of the Indian Association of Respiratory Care from 2017 to 2018, and he is the architect of the modern IARC. He established the first respiratory therapy program in Kerala and served in the executive board continuously since 2011. Sir, may I request you to kindly honor, sir?
Sir, I'm honored to confer on you this fellowship. The executive board of IARC, by virtue of the power bestowed in its office, hereby certify that Dr. Suresh Nair has been conferred as an honorary fellow of Indian Association of Respiratory Care, FIARC, in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the association and the respiratory therapy profession in India, dated 14th November 2021. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, Jerry. With all humility, I accept this fellowship. And compared to the others whom we have honored today, I came to know about respiratory therapy quite late, around 2008. But once I came to know about this, respiratory therapists, it was with a vigor that I took it up and employed them. But then I was quite lucky to have a committed person like Jitin and a colleague like you, Dr. Jerry, to bring up this profession to such a high level. Today, this fellowship is special for me because as far as respiratory therapy in Kerala is concerned, it has been my baby. And today, respiratory therapists, the society is actually skyrocketing because of the COVID hardships. And Aster is just now considered as one of the best centers for intensive care for COVID patients. And a significant portion of this credit goes to my excellent team of respiratory therapists whom I have with me. Wishing you all the best and hope in the next few years you reach whatever levels which Jitin and you can think of at the moment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Next, we have Dr. Anita Shenoy, ma'am, who was the first president of the formally structured, legitimately authentic professional organization, the Indian Association of Respiratory Care. Moreover, ma'am's contribution over the past 10 years as the editor-in-chief of our very own journal, the Indian Journal of Respiratory Care, has been a remarkable journey. Ma'am, sir, may I request you to kindly honor ma'am with the honor.
Madam, I'm honored to confer this fellowship on you. Can you put this certificate up? Exactly. The Executive Board of IARC, by virtue of the power bestowed in its office, hereby certify that Dr. Anita Shenoy has been conferred as an honorary fellow of Indian Association of Respiratory Care, FIARC, in recognition of her outstanding contribution to the association and the respiratory therapy profession of India, dated 14th December 2021. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Jerry Paul, and thank you to the IARC. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we can.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. And it's indeed an honor. I think I just did my job. But every little thing that you people do brings me back so many memories to me, including even the logo for that matter. I remember sitting at a desk with our respiratory therapist and wondering how to go about, and even that Inspire to Live and Live to Inspire came from Ramkumar sir. So many people contributed to that. So everything that you do brings back memories, but it's lovely to see what you've achieved. And I'm sure you're going to achieve a lot more. Best wishes to you. And thank you so much. I'm honored.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, very ma'am. Now, I would like to call upon our General Secretary, current General Secretary, Mr. Jitin Graysri, to kindly take over the meeting.
Thank you so much, Pratha. Thank you for everyone for your good words and the blessings that you have poured on us since day one of this IARC and the profession as well. We have Ms. Madhura here. She is the Associate Vice President of IARC current office. I request Madhura to take over and proceed for the proceedings of the annual general body meeting 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Jitin. And thank you to each and every one of you for guiding, helping, shaping us for so long, so many years. And we hope to continue to trouble you in spite of you not wanting to, but we will definitely keep troubling you, and we will always be your babies. So with that, I would like to thank you, and we are extremely honored to honor you with the fellowships that we've had today. So I think with that, our the function of fellowship ends here. Just a note for the attendees. Now we will proceed with our annual general body meeting. All those who are non-members, if you wish to leave, you may do so. If you wish to stay, you can. So it's up to you. And we will we have a lot to discuss today. So we will move on with the proceedings of the day. So thank you so much.
Madhura, as you mentioned in your presentation earlier, this is a Children's Day, and we are their children's forever.
Absolutely, that is what I wanted to say, but I just paused. Thank you for helping me, Jitin.
Thank you so much. There's been a great honor for all of us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Okay, so without wasting most, without further ado, let me.
Ramkumar sir wanted to say some words.
Yes, please, sir. Please.
Yeah, thank you, Madhura and Jitin. I just had to say this. I handed over several responsibilities to Anita, and she has not only taken it to even greater heights. So I'm indeed proud. Anita was my student of anesthesia, and she's taken over as the baton whenever I handed it over to her, and carried it very, very, what should I say, effectively, and turned out to be a great leader. I'm so happy, Anita, that today you are also being honored along with the other senior members of the fraternity. keep doing the good work. You're my student, and I'm so proud of that.
Thank you so much, sir. We value your blessings. Thank you. And a blessings to all of you, all the children.
One more word from my side to Madhura, with your permission. I would like to comment and acknowledge at this particular moment the person who really coined this, the concept of respecting the seniors and our pioneer members by rewarding and by conferring a formal fellowship, and he said how small it is today is not going to be a matter. How big is going to be in the future is matters a lot. Same as we grown from the beginning. Jitin, go ahead, and I'm telling you, do the trademark registration, do the legalizing process for the entire proceedings. It is none other than my best friend, Dr. Manjush. He's here. I would like to hear from him. Manjush, thank you so much for this initiative, and this your single word in 2019 brought us all the way along, and how we brought them all together to a level today that we are hearing from them, and it is really indeed a great pleasure. And we are fortunate to have you as the chairman of the Academy, Indian Academy of Respiratory Care as well. I would like to invite you, Dr. Manjush, to say a few words and share your thoughts about it. Thank you.
Then, thanks, but that was not needed actually, to be honest with you. Good evening, all of you. I should take the name and greet everyone. Jerry sir, Anida ma'am, Ramkumar sir, Christopher sir, Vijay Deshpande sir, what is Vijayalakshmi ma'am? Not see her. Yeah. So it's my pleasure that I'm here in front of you people as one of your students. It's Children's Day, and it's nothing but it's not like a payback. I'll say it's we all from our heart we are honoring you, respecting you like always. So things happened, and that's it. I don't have anything more to say. Thank you, all of you.
No, just like the logo, the people in the logo, make sure all of you work together for the betterment of respiratory care. Yeah, it's a lovely logo.
I would like to acknowledge on this particular moment, as what Madam said, this was a competition that we held in 2011 for designing the logo, and it was a pencil drawn logo. Therefore, this year 2021, I'm going to present it in my annual report. We received trademark registry for the logo. It is unusual, but because it is a pencil drawn picture, and we developed from that, we received the trademark registration for the logo of IARC. And that was happened in just 3 weeks ago. And I congratulate the winner of this particular logo competition, who was one of my students from Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences. Her name was Sidhu C. Dilip. I don't know which part of the world she is right now. I think she is in Dubai. Maybe she's attending us in the panel, or maybe in the YouTube channel. If you are hearing us, Sidhu, congratulations. Your logo, the designing that you have done, has reached up to this, and it is making us all proud. And everyone, every respiratory therapist in the world is aware of this logo now. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank you, Jitin. Thank you, everyone.
Over to you, for the formal proceedings. Thank you.
Yes. Deshpande sir, would you like to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to know, Jitin, what you have on the plate now for the future? Any discussions happen between the committees, and have you guys thought of some new idea for IARC?
When you ask me this, sir, I'm answerless, because I'm actually not in a proper mood to say some words to you, because I'm so emotional today. Because when I'm seeing you all together, gathered up together on this particular platform, and which has gone up to this level, and so we'll be definitely coming to you, sir, with our plans. I think it is for the new office who's going to take over. So I'm just waiting, Madhura and Dr. Jerry, for formally announcing the results of the executive committee election and its results. So once they announce it, we will be able to hear from them what is the new things going to happen. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Jitin. Thank you, everyone. Shall we move on to our meeting?
Please proceed, ma'am.
Okay, so I welcome everyone who's watching us to our annual general body meeting, which we are conducting after almost 2 years. And so